Hey guys, all right, so I am going to go ahead and finish up my December daily before we move because this is one project I really try not to let myself get too far behind on it. And I did get all the way through day 13 for this project, so I'm going to go ahead and start working on it, and I want to finish it up here before we go. So this is my 2017 December daily. So I do have videos for all of the stuff that I've done already. So I will link my playlist down below. One thing I did add in here is I added a letter that my daughter Kaylin wrote to our elf Jake. So I wrote that in there. It was like she asked him questions and stuff. So I stuck that next to his thing there. But this is what I've already done. And I am going to pick up where I left off. I already have a list of everything I'm going to be documenting, so I kind of have just about everything ready to go. I think the only thing I need to do is I need to print out pictures from Christmas morning. So I think those are the only things that I really need to make sure that I get my hands on or get printed. This one does not want to stay up here for some reason. It keeps like slipping out the top, so I might need to do something, paper clip it or something. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there, but all right, so this is my last day here at 13, so I'm going to move on from here. I've already put some stuff in where I want them to go. I have some pictures. I have things ready to go. So I'm just going to continue working on this and finish it up. So like I said, I'll have my playlist linked down below if you guys want to see what I've done so far. If you haven't seen it yet or if it's been a while and you want to refresh, you can do that. And then I'm going to pick up on day 14. So this video here is going to have day 14 through 16. And I'm going to try to have these up for Mini Monday for the month of May and kind of finish it up. So that's my plan right now. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started.
All right. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to get my page protectors out. I had this one sitting in here and I don't know why I had that in there because it's not something I plan on using. So I'm just going to set that to the side. But I have this half a sheet of a page protector that is supposed to have 4 slots that fit 3x4 pictures. And I just cut off the extra 2 and made it skinny so that there's one on top and one on bottom. And I have a picture of my girls there, and they are at the dance studio and they are about to get ready to do their little Christmas performance. And so I'm going to talk about that. And I'm going to grab this card that says on repeat, and it's kind of like, music related, which I thought was pretty interesting because these songs were on repeat while they were practicing. And then I grabbed a green circle there that says this moment. And I'm going to use that for my journaling and my number 14 there for the 14th. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this down. And I just have the circle there and then the 14 right next to it. And then I will do my journaling on there. And just talking about their little Christmas performance. The whole studio does it. Every single class does it. And they just perform like a little 1 or 2 minute routine. And it's Christmas themed. And, the songs are Christmassy and all that. So it was cute. All right. So there is that. On the back, I don't have anything really to document. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a couple filler cards in here. So I'm just going to grab whichever ones jump out at me. The next one that I'm going to do is actually a book club layout. So I'm going to put Eat, Drink, and Be Merry because that's pretty much what we did at book club. So it's going to coincide with that. And for this one, I just pulled out a wood veneer that says Merry and Bright, put it on this card, and I'm going to grab one of these diamonds here and layer it on top. And I'm going to use the one that has the star. So I'm just kind of layering a couple things, and there's really no rhyme or reason behind it at this point. So I'm going to run that through my Xyron and go ahead and stick this right on top there. And then there's that. And now for my book club. Okay, so I have this 2x2 page protector and I love it. I went ahead and had printed out everyone who came to book club that night. There were 8 of us. And I printed our pictures out in 2x2. I make sure to get pictures of everybody because we had ugly sweater attire. So that was kind of like we were all wearing ugly sweaters. And so I made sure I got pictures of everybody. And so I thought it was fun to, have little pictures of everyone in here. Now I do have 3 empty spots now. I did put the 15 kind of in the middle there. And what I'm going to do is I am going to cut down some pattern paper to fill in those spots there. And I will do something else to those as well. And along the back, I'm going to use that diagonal stripe paper that I have there, and I'm going to cut out 2x2 squares. So I'm kind of marking it here because they're a little bit smaller than 2x2. So I want to make sure I cut them correctly so I don't have to, fix it later. So I cut those down, and I have printed out on some sheets of paper, I have all of the books that we read for the year. And I'm going to kind of cut those down a little bit, and I'm going to put them on the pieces of paper and put them behind the pictures. So when on the front of the layout, it's going to have all of our pictures and these right here. And then on the back, it's going to have the pieces of paper with the books that we read. So I thought that would be a fun little memory to have. Okay, so I want to put a title on here kind of. So I'm going to use one of these squares, and I'm going to use these Dear Lizzie gold letter stickers, and I'm going to put book club. And then I'm going to use a couple of the word strips on the bottom there as well in the other 2. All right, so I put book club there. And then I'm going to put always fun on the bottom here, just kind of like, diagonally a little bit. And then I put best up on top as well. And then on the back, I actually came back later in the day to finish this up because I couldn't do everything when I sat down at that particular time. I had to go do something. But what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to cut these down and have like the book title on top and then the author on the bottom. And I'm going to do that for all of the books that we read. And it ends up, fitting most of these here. I won't show you all of it because it does take me a little bit to do this, but just so you kind of get the gist of it. All right, so I'm going to do that, and then I have it done there, and I'm going to leave those other ones, the dark green, I'm just going to leave those the way they are. Now I'm going to work on my Christmas tree, and I have a 6x8 picture of the Christmas tree that we had, and I'm going to use this card. I'm just going to cut off the top because I only want that top part, and I'm going to use some gold glitter washi tape along the bottom here just to kind of ground it a little bit, and then put the tree right there. And then I'm going to grab one of these wooden stars from the kit, and I'm going to go ahead and use that right next to it as well. And to put these down, I'm going to use some glue dots. It's a little bit easier than my liquid adhesive. So I'm just going to grab a couple glue dots there and stick that down. And then I am going to put down the number 16 on the tree as well. I'm going to put it away and then realize, like, wait a second, I need a number. This is our Christmas card from this year. And I'm just going to stick that right on top of this piece of paper and then stick it in the back, and that's all it's going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and put the 16 right here, right on top of the tree, and then have the Christmas card on the back with no number because it doesn't really signify anything. I just always make sure I put a copy of our Christmas cards in my album so that we can remember what cards we sent out to our friends and family that year. So, yep, I'm going to put this all away, and then I will come back here in just a second and show you what I did.
All right, guys, so I am going to call these next few days done here. So I have the 14th, which is my girls' dance program at their studio. So I did a little half page, I guess you could say, a 2x2 here. And then on the back here, I just put in some filler cards. And then this right here is our book club meeting. And I really like this one because I have the 15 here that is through, just that's the only thing that's in there. I'm going to go ahead and staple this shut here as well. But then I have pictures of each of us that were there in our ugly Christmas sweaters, and then just some fun little titles, and then on the back here, I put the names of all the books that we read throughout the year. So that was a lot of fun. And then for the 16th is our Christmas tree. So I have a full 6x6 of that one there. And then back here is our Christmas card that we use this year to send out to our friends and family and stuff. And so I'm going to go ahead and leave it here for now, and I will come back soon and do another 3 days. I think I'm going to separate it that way. I'll have 3 days in each one, and then I will have a final flip through of the entire thing after that. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.